up, football fans? Welcome back to the JUCO Football Rundown on the Dago Sports Show. Today's guest with me, coming out the G House, Grossmont Griffin College offensive tackle, Kenyon Dotson. Kenyon, thank you for coming on. Appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, Kenyon is one of the top offensive linemen at the G House at Grossmont College. You guys had a 1 point tough loss against West LA. You didn't give up any sacks. So, what is preparation for you and your fellow offensive linemen to get ready, for a JUCO football game?
I think it really what we really strive on is the day before, which is getting your walkthroughs in, doing make sure all the fine details are right, which makes it a better team overall. Which we can now lead the way because, as you know, O line and D line leads the way because they are really the heart of the team. And then going into game day, we really try to stay locked in, listen to music. We really don't. I don't talk to anybody during game day because I'm trying to stay focused and make sure I'm ready
Right.
to game. And my fellow teammates, they do the same thing. But going to that, we know that there's only one job that we got to do, which is give the QB time, give a hole for running back, and they will make us right. They will, if we give open up a lane, they'll make a touchdown, right? And that's the best thing that I think we as a O lineman love to see at Gmont.
So, and you're a true freshman coming out of Helix. You guys, your freshman year at Helix, you won the CF championship against the Hornets, Lincoln Hornets, my alma mater. But I won't hold it against you. So,
Mhm.
what about Grossmont College? Why did you pick? I'm sure you could have chosen any college or JUCO college, but you wanted to go to Grossmont College. What was the reason you picked Grossmont?
I picked it for two reasons. One, because I like the coaching staff because they really know how to work around people and not just, I'm going to put you here and I'm going to force you to do this thing. They really work around your traits as a whole. Where I came out of high school being a left tackle, I didn't really play right tackle at all, but I've been able to move between both sides and do fine with that. They're easy. They're really easy at having the ability to work with what they got and not just force things on people, like I said. The second reason is because I like the coaches and the academics. Academics are a great thing to me because it's not all about football. Because at the end of the day, my time could be done tomorrow. I could be off the field tomorrow and never see the football field ever again. And so I think athletics and student learning is a great thing to have.
That's an amazing answer. Well said, young man. And what was the biggest difference that you realized coming out of high school as one of the top linemen in the county, and then you get to Grossmont College and you're a true freshman? But what was the biggest difference from high school football to the JUCO football that you noticed?
Definitely not playing on Friday. Friday, I'm as much as I say I like college, I really miss the Friday night lights because it's a real moment where
Yeah,
nothing else matters. Friday night, you just have school and you play a game and you have the whole week off. And you
yeah.
get into college and you play on Saturday and you only have one day off and it's right back into the grind again. But other than that, preparation wise, it was really easy to do. I had to get in the lab right after I graduated. I took like a couple weeks off and I got right back into the lab with some people that I really work with that can help me get me stronger. I work out all the time with a great coach who actually coaches at Lincoln. So, but
Nice.
preparation wise, it's really calm. But the only thing I would really say would be playing on from Friday till Saturday, which kind of makes a
And
big
do you want to
difference. Saturday.
shout out to your coach that coaches at Lincoln? You
Oh
want to show a
yeah,
little horny love?
Bryce Calloway. If you know Bryce,
Yeah.
greatest athletic trainer you ever will play slash work out with. He's a great guy. He's fun. He has a lot of energy, but he will make you work. So
Shout out Coach Price. Absolutely. So, and for you and your fellow linemen, what's it like building that chemistry on and off the field? To establish that brotherhood at the G House for your linemen.
so establishing the brotherhood we have these days where we would just sit around and just have food together, or we would chill somewhere, after practice, or because our lockers are right next to each other, so we always talk to each other. So there's no way that you cannot be talking to another lineman without sitting next to another offensive lineman. We have D line next to us. We kind of, you know, we don't not like banter, but
Right.
playful talking. Because we know it's all love, but at the same time, I don't like D linemen because they make my job a little difficult. But getting
Right.
together, and when we have our meetings, we really strive and focus on the O line, and we all make jokes, we all have fun. But when we hit the field, it's more like game time. Do the right things now, so then we don't have to hit it as hard coming next week or tomorrow.
And what's it like as an old lineman, the pride you take blocking for your quarterback? I mean, that guy has been slinging that rock all season coming out of Vegas at Bishop Gorman. So, what's it like, blocking and having a quarterback like Melvin?
Blocking, I would say, it's a part of my job. I have nothing. I can't even see the ball. I don't get to see the ball. I don't get to see none
Right.
of that. All I know is I get to see the guy in front of me, and I have to block that guy. So then, when the quarterback does make the credit, get the throw, sorry, I get the credit, knowing
Right.
that that we're still the motor of the team. Where without us, it's just a 7-on-7, where it's really not a football game. So I take pride in knowing that sacks, because I take real pride when, on my side at least of the ball, that if a sack comes through, I take pride in that, and I get on myself because I know that even though I can't be in the person next to me's shoes, I can always help him out and help his block out so that I can make mine better.
Great answer, young man. And what is the best advice now that you've been through this and now you're a true freshman at the JUCO level, that you would give to high school students, junior and seniors right now in high school, that they think they know what JUCO is. I want all these offers and social media posts and this and that, but you're living it now. What's the best advice that you can give them so they can go into leaving high school with the blinders off and to be realistic with the process?
Coaches will find some reason not to pick you. That's just how I'm going to lay it out straight and clean. They will find some reason. If you're found, doing something wrong, now they're not going to get you because they know that they can't trust you. Or if you have a problem with fighting, that's another big thing that we talk about nowadays. So if they have a problem with fighting, then how do they know they can trust you? So it's all about mental, and it's all about your behavior. It's about knowing that 4 year doesn't have to be your option. I went the JUCO route, where I still get 2 years if when I transfer to a 4 year. I still get the 2 years that I'm promised because Cal, luckily, and by this NCAA established that you can now, if you go to JUCO, transfer for 4 year and still have your 2 years for free. So I think that a lot of my friends that went to Helix are playing at other schools, and they are doing really good. And but they took it as well, the route, and not going to a 4 year, knowing that they still have their 2 years free. But I
Mhm.
think it's really about the mental aspect and the knowing when you're at the right place at the right time, and not do dumb stuff that gets you in trouble and gets you, offers taken away.
Understand. And what's one of your teammates or a couple of your teammates that you feel, in your opinion, deserves more recognition and doesn't normally get it?
I'd definitely say my man next to me, Zeph. He is my right guard. He's the guy I always like to be with because I know that if he's next to me, I don't have to worry as much. Or when we
Mm.
double team, it goes far. And it looks awesome that we get to lead the way for the running back. Another person I would probably shout out would be, I think about this one, sorry.
No, good. Take your time, young man.
I'd probably have to shout out Brandon Flores, or Derek. Derek's a running back. Brandon's a tight end. I shout them out because they've been, since I've come here, knowing that it's not easy making the transition from high school to college. They made it a little bit more easier, letting me into their circle, so I could be friends with them. We play games on the line all the time.
Nice.
So I really appreciate those guys because they have been there every step of the way. They know how I am. They know how I act. So I
Okay.
really like building those connections with those guys, and I appreciate them for every step of the way.
And a couple more questions. So you guys, again, tough 1 point loss against a tough West LA team, but now you're going on the road against LA Pierce College, and they're 0-6. They haven't won a game. So how do you guys not underestimate your opponent, knowing that, hey, we're going on the road, and any given Saturday, any given Friday, any given Sunday, anybody can be beaten or anybody can get beaten. So what is the temperament for you guys to stay even keeled, to not say, hey, oh, we got an easy win, no disrespect to them, but how do you guys keep yourself level headed, preparing for the next opponent in your preparation this week?
We keep it like another business day, right? We keep it as, win today, win tomorrow, win the next day, and do not let your foot off the gas. And I said at any moment, the coaches really enunciate this by saying that any team can beat us at any point, right? And that's true for any team. Really, if you're the best team in San Diego, you can you can get beat by another team. So it's really about not letting your foot off the gas, using that loss as a fuel to understand that we don't want to have that ever again. We don't want to, have that loss ever, especially by a 1 point loss. Don't want to ever lose by 1 point. Don't ever want to lose at all. So we use that as fuel, and we understand that we have to lock in and do what we need to do in order to get this dub while taking the other team serious.
Understand. Great answer. And last two questions, I'd like to keep it light, keep it fun. So what's one thing you want to share with the people that are going to be watching this about Kenyon Dotson that they may not know, or a guilty pleasure or a hobby of yours that you like to share?
Well, some things that people don't know about me is I actually like to cook. I love to cook. I love to
Nice.
bake. Since I was really young, my mom taught me how to cook because she said, as much as I don't like her saying that she's not going to be here one day, and so
Mm,
she always taught me if I ever need to do something when she's not home, or when I'm on my own, just knowing how I can cook and do my own laundry and do all that stuff, those homeless remedies that I can to, build myself up and have a great
okay.
life. Another thing I also do is train with my uncle. So one of the people I also train with is my uncle. He's a great
Mm,
trainer. Uh, he played at SDSU and he went pro. So I really use his eyes as a way of how can I improve myself, which we sit down almost every Saturday or Sunday after the game, depending on where I'm at. If I'm away, I talk to him on Sunday. If I'm at home, I talk to him after the game, and we critique what I can do better. And so after some nights, I'll go in his backyard and we'll start training together while he
okay.
nitpicks the little things that I do, so I can then build myself up.
Do you want to give your uncle a shout out?
Mr. Blaylock, thank you for everything you do for me.
There it is. And last question. Oh, what's your favorite dish you like cooking? How about the best dish you like to cook?
Ooh.
Before I ask you the last question, or the one of your go to. Like, hey, if somebody says, "Hey, kidney, cook me something."
Well, my favorite dish, I don't actually like to cook this. I leave this to my aunts, my uncles, and my mom.
Uh,
Gumbo. Seafood gumbo will
okay.
get me every time. If you have gumbo, I will try to take it from you because it's a thing I hold dear to my heart because it's a great thing to have. It's a comfort food of mine. So, especially seafood
Okay.
gumbo.
Nice. Okay. Last question. What is your favorite NFL team and why?
Favorite NFL team would be the Las Vegas Raiders or Oakland Raiders.
Or, or
Um,
Raider Nation, right? And why
yeah,
why
Raider
Raider
Nation.
Nation?
Raider Nation. So as a young kid, I grew up. I was in Bakersfield. Born in Bakersfield, and throughout my life, we've always been down at the Bay, whether we're in San Diego, from San Diego, going to the Bay and back and forth almost all the time. And as a kid, my mom actually has a funny story where I actually was asking what that silver and black team was, and she said the Raiders, and she told me we don't like that ugly team because she's a 49ers fan and a Cowboys fan. Right, and I didn't figure that out till later. And I said I liked the Raiders just to get underneath his skin, and so I still like to this day the Raiders organization. I love Genty. I love everything that they're doing over there, which I
Right.
hopefully will one day be a part of that.
There it is. We'll manifest that one day Kenyon Dotson will be Raider and lights it up with the silver and black. So football fans, Kenyon Dotson, true freshman at the G House, Grossmont College Griffin. Young man, you did a great job. Great job. Well said, well spoken. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for coming on.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right. And everybody, if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Offensive tackle, G House, Kenyon Dotson. One day coming to NFL TV near you. So, Kenyon Dotson, thank you again for your time. Appreciate it, young man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.